whenever you email Canvas at Yale, it's usually the one of the two of us. So we do have faces. This is what we look like. We're always smiling when we hear the complaints. So it's great. So we're actually talking about the upcoming external apps in Canvas. And one of the things we did want to talk about is what exactly is an external app. So an external app is a third-party application that can be embedded and integrated within Canvas seamlessly. We actually heard about one. Piazza is actually a third-party app. So a lot of the tools that you use, the sign-up tool, and a couple of the other ones that we were listening to are considered third-party apps. They actually are really great for if you want to have something in your class that Canvas doesn't quite do. There's an app for that, so it's great. We also want to kind of talk about the process of requesting external apps. There's a lot of technology out there that can help your teaching, and we know that it can be almost overwhelming to look at all of the technology available to you. So there is an app, external app request form that you could fill out saying, hey, I heard about this technology, I think it'll be beneficial, can we integrate it? So that is step one, and we do have deadlines. So fall, you would have to request the external app by March 1st. Spring is October 1st, and summer is December 1st. So once the request for the external app is created, we then, at the Center for Teaching and Learning, we get a demo of the app. After the demo, we say, hey, this is a really great tool. I think it could benefit a lot of people at Yale. It goes through a wonderful process where it's the OGC register ITS vetting. This step in the process can take between weeks and months of the process time. So that's why we have the deadline so far in advance, because it has to be ensured that we're protecting the student data and the student information, because that's very important to us as a whole and to us who use the technology. Once it goes through that lovely process, it actually then gets the approval for the integration, and then it gets integrated. So the Canvas team will then integrate it into the courses. We then have a pilot, which can run about 1 to 2 semesters, depending on the pilot. It could be one course, it could be an entire department, or it could be university-wide. And then we also have a post-pilot analysis. So that's what worked, what didn't work, was this tool successful? So this is essentially the entire process of the external apps. It's really fun. So then, especially that vetting part. So the non-integrated external app use. So say, for example, you found a tool that you want to use in your class, but you don't really want to incorporate it or integrate it in Canvas. You just want to try it out first. Well, with that in mind, we do want to be very cognizant of what student data is going to be out there. So we are going to be working, you can come to us and say, hey, I want to use this app. Can you please help me make sure that my students' information is not going to be sold by Facebook or anything like that. So you can actually work with us to ensure that the data is going to be protected and what student information is going to be passed. So that's the fun part, and you can always email canvas@yale.edu for any questions about this. We have been learning a lot about this process and a lot of tools that you guys have been wanting to integrate. So a lot of the tools, before we talk about the upcoming ones, I do want to give an example that, say, for example, Piazza was a tool that a lot of faculty were using, but was not incorporated within, incorporated within Canvas. We went through this whole process, and that's how it's now a streamless integration. So here's Kristi.
Thank you. Am I on? Yeah. All right. So with that, on the Piazza note, I will jump to one of the last bullet points in my first slide, which is Poll Everywhere, which is going to be integrated into Canvas. So I'll start by saying that, just since we're on that topic. So one of the other ones is VoiceThread. A lot of the language courses have already been using it, and that's why we decided to pilot it and see if it's something that we should integrate if so many people are already using it. So VoiceThread is basically their catch line, transforming media into collaborative spaces with video, voice, and text commenting. So I'll go over what this looks like. And then PlayPosit is a new one that we had the need to do quiz types in videos. So interactive quiz and videos, essentially. And then Poll Everywhere. So many of you may have already been using it, but now with the help of Brian's team, we're integrating it into Canvas. So I will start with VoiceThread. So it's a web-based platform that enables teachers and students to upload video, documents, voice commenting, and basically you can think of it as a highly interactive discussion space. So we first started thinking about it because we had complaints about the discussion tool. People wanted to be able to do more with it, so that's when we started looking into VoiceThread. So the look and feel is like a slideshow. I'll give you examples. And what's neat is that after media is added, so let's say Jen added some media to his slides, me as a teacher or a student could go in and comment on any of that content that she put in. And what's nice is that the integration with all of these that we just will mention is that you can use it like in assignments, and it just goes right into the gradebook. So what does this look like? And I'm just going to do 3 quick slides for the sake of time. And overarching, click the Create button, Add Media. So in this case, I think I added an image file. So I have these different things I can choose to pick from what I want to add. And I just grabbed a photo from my computer. And the first photo that came up, this screenshot that I took, but I put this here because you can add a couple of different media types. So maybe I wanted to start with an image and then go into a video and then end with some voice comment. So to show you what it looks like if I put it as an assignment, I called this Make a Comment. That was the assignment. And Jen, luckily your picture's small enough. I didn't want you to kill me, but I put you up there. You can see that Tanya Tester, which is Jen's account, made a comment at this point in this image. And she also, along with me watching her make that comment, in the VoiceThread circled the dog's face, and she was talking about it. So that's briefly what that looks like. The next one is PlayPosit. And I found this on their Twitter, Play Videos, Posit Questions. So I guess that's why they named it that. And again, this is like the interactive quizzing feature. So I will jump to that. What's nice is that, let's say that I upload a 3-minute film clip. I can pause it at any time. So maybe the first minute and say, reflect on the first minute of that video, and they could submit a discussion question or some sort of comment. These are the different types of things. They can add multiple choice, free response, a couple of others. I'm going to go past it here because I have an image of it. And again, the integration allows you to align this with the gradebook in Canvas. So what does this look like? All right, so let's pretend I went past the Canvas stuff. I'm right in PlayPosit. First thing, upload your content from where? So this is truly video. And so let's say that I had it in Vimeo. I just paste the link there up at the top. And the next thing I see is the actual video. So whenever I click on these dots, I get all of these options on what do I want to add right there. So maybe I made a syllabus video, and in it I was like, why did I just say that? And then, as a joke. And so if people aren't paying attention, it really catches them, and you can't go past the video until you answer the certain questions or click on a URL, or there's reflective pauses. But these are the different kinds of things you can add to that. And, just a little bit bigger in case you couldn't see that. And so what does this look like in a video? What does a question look like? So I was just saying something, and I said, in this video, the presenter will show you how to, so it's fill in the blank. So they could write in their answer and click continue. And then right away, you can choose so that it gives them immediate feedback. In this case, I got the question wrong, but I am able to see the correct answer, and then I can continue on. There's just another picture of it. So already available in Canvas, in case you're curious. We have this available on our help.canvas.yale.edu. And a lot of you already use Aries. It's course reserves. You may not even know it. Faculty Inlight connects you to the bookstore. MobLab, SOM was using for gaming. Piazza we heard about. Perusal, and Perusal allows you to do annotation, and then Panopto is our media library software. So I'll just click on that link just because, and here's our external apps overview for the entire list of everything we're doing. So you can see what we're piloting, what's already been improved, what's been requested. So yeah, questions?
Embed the video. You can just do it from YouTube. I saw the button there on
To
the PlayPosit. It's
yeah.
embed. You can just embed from YouTube.
So the question was to embed from YouTube into PlayPosit. Can you just paste the link? The answer is yes. Yep.
So I'm a little hesitant to ask, but so you were talking a little bit about external apps versus internal apps. Am I correct in saying that?
It would be integrated external apps and then non-integrated external apps.
Okay. 'Cause I actually have a very specific question about Panopto.
Okay.
So we integrate a lot of our videos into our curriculum.
Okay, Panopto? Okay.
Through Panopto, but we can't just have them download Canvas, correct? They have to have Panopto. Let's say they have an iPod or an iPad or phone. They have to have both apps downloaded, correct?
Brian?
Panopto videos, they should play back in a browser. Is that what the question?
Yeah, I guess I just...
They don't need to go to the Panopto app?
It doesn't have to be on their device.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's all.
If you've ever been on a consultation with me, as soon as videos comes up, I go, Brian, help me. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? Oh, here you go.
With the Poll Everywhere app that's coming, app. I know right now you can use like your phones and everything web enabled in order to poll in. Is that still going to be a possibility, or do they have to get a library device?
Oh, John has it? Okay.
So Poll Everywhere will actually be exclusively either browser-based or an app on a phone or a tablet. So there won't be a physical device that they'll check out.
Cool.
In regards to the video, are you guys going to have any plugins for closed captioning and things that are going to take place soon?
Brian, again, call me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Canvas uses Amara, and Panopto, you can add them in Panopto land, but...
So through the editor in Panopto, you can add captions. Actually, all videos, there's an automatic captioning procedure, which is not accurate. You would still need to go back and correct them, but you're able to import those and then correct them if you'd like. John might have more to say about that.
And the excellent help article that Brian put together is on the help pages that you can find in the Canvas help pages section.
Brian should have been the third person for this presentation.
But leave the microphone with Brian, because that, he's saying. It might be straightforward, but I'm not sure I understand. What would be the benefits of using Poll Everywhere through Canvas versus how we do it now, which is either as part of a PowerPoint or, just online?
So Poll Everywhere, it's going to function somewhat similarly. You integrate into Canvas. You can upload responses to Gradebook. You can still do it through PowerPoint. We're piloting it to see if it's maybe a better, smoother application than Turning Point, which is what we currently support. So it might just be a little easier to use. And it has the benefit, of also being everything's stored in the cloud, so you don't have to have like your presentation or carry all that information with you, or make sure you're uploading the grades back to Canvas. It can do all that automatically.
Any more questions for Brian? All right, awesome, thank you.
Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate your coming to the Lightning Talks, and
again, thank you to everyone who helped make today happen. And if you have any feedback, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach us at canvas@yale.edu, and one of our team will get back to you. And we look forward to doing this again next year. So if you think about it and find something, we totally want you to present next year. So next year, we hope you'll come back. What? Oh, yes, and there are remaining refreshments and cookies and things. Please help yourself. Thank you.